Students, today we are going to study a story from Rapid Reader, The Arabian Nights. It is a story of Shahriyar the King. Let me introduce the characters. Shahriyar, a cruel king. Chief Vizier. Vizier means the minister of the king. Shahrazad, elder daughter of Vizier. Dunyazad, the younger daughter of the Vizier. Merchant and his wife. Once upon a time, there was a king of the east called Shahriyar. He was rich, had many soldiers, guards, and slaves, and also lived in a beautiful palace. But he was unhappy because he couldn't find a wife who was faithful and true to him. So he beheaded each woman he married as they were disloyal. One day, the king ordered his chief vizier to search a good wife for him. The vizier searched throughout the kingdom, but he couldn't find any faithful woman. The vizier had two daughters, of whom the elder was called Shahrazad and the younger one Dunyazad. Shahrazad was beautiful and very intelligent. Shahrazad came to know the reason for her father's disappointment. She persuaded her father to give her in marriage to the king, but Vizier was reluctant. When he found Shahrazad was stubborn, in order to convince her, he narrated the story of the ass and the ox. Children, the story goes like this. There was a merchant who was gifted with the knowledge to understand the language of animals. He had an ox and an ass in his farm. One day, he overheard the conversation between the ass and the ox. The ox said that every day he was taken to task. He toiled in the field whole day, but the ass was leading a very comfortable life in the stable. The ox narrated his problems to the ass, and the latter advised him not to eat and pretend to be sick when the master arrives. The merchant overheard their conversation, and the very next day the ass was taken to task. He was unhappy. He regretted, so he further advised the ox to remain active, otherwise, the master will take him to a butcher. Next day, when the plowman came, the ox showed his activeness. It danced and jumped and shook his tail. On seeing the funny behavior of the ox, the merchant laughed. His wife pleaded him to tell the truth why he was laughing so much. But the merchant could not reveal the truth, because if he discloses the truth, he may die. Next day, he heard the cock telling the dog that while master was not able to control his wife, she should be beaten up. So the vizier said to Shahrazad that she will also face the same fate, but she was determined to marry the king. Finally, Shahrazad married King Shahriyar. She was accompanied by her sister Dunyazad. As the king had sleepless nights, the Queen Shahrazad kept engaged him with the stories. So, children, we will continue with the stories in the coming lessons. Thank you. Have a nice day.